Stop, hold this video. Don't skip. Look at me, because this right here is one of those moments we're going to be talking about years from now. Luis Robert Jr. This isn't a mock-up. This isn't fan fiction. This isn't some 3 a.m. Twitter rumor. It's real. It's official. It's the kind of move that changes the whole vibe in Los Angeles. Luis Robert Jr. is a Los Angeles Dodger. I'm talking to you as a fan, as someone who tracks every rumor, every back-channel convo, every little detail around this franchise. And I'm telling you, no exaggeration at all. This is not just another trade. This is a message to the entire MLB. While a lot of people thought that after winning the World Series, the Dodgers would go conservative, more selective, more quiet, the front office did the exact opposite, because real champions don't sleep. Real champions strike first. And that's exactly what happened. The Chicago White Sox hit the emergency button. Full rebuild. No half measures, no window dressing. When a team reaches that point, it has to sell assets. It needs picks. It needs young talent. It has to accept pain now to maybe smile later. And the biggest name on the table? Luis Robert Jr., a player who not long ago was seen as the face of the franchise. A dude with insane tools. A talent who, when healthy and confident, can take over a game by himself. But Chicago realized something. That project wasn't moving forward with him there. And that's where the Dodgers come in. Let's talk context, because context is everything. The Dodgers are coming off a World Series title, deep roster, nasty lineup, a rotation that commands respect. But if you've been plugged into Dodgers news, you already know. There was a real concern in the outfield. Andy Page's energy, upside, but still a work in progress. Teoscar Hernandez, raw power, big bat, but streaky in ways that get scary in October. Tommy Edman, versatile, smart, valuable, but his body just didn't cooperate last season. Injuries, limitations, real uncertainty. So you look at a team trying to repeat and ask yourself, can you really go into a full season betting only on that? The answer was no. Now let's talk numbers, without killing the emotion. Luis Robert Jr.'s most recent season doesn't jump off the page. 2.3 batting average, 297 OBP, 364 slugging, 661 OPS, 12 doubles, 14 home runs, 53 RBIs. That's below the standard, below expectations, below the name on the back of the jersey. But look at the full body of work. Career, 259 average, 455 slugging, 102 home runs, 298 RBIs. That doesn't just disappear. Talent doesn't evaporate. Talent is either unlocked or wasted. And here's the question that changes everything. Where is it easier to unlock a talent like this? On a team stuck in an endless rebuild, or in the most winning environment in MLB right now? Los Angeles doesn't ask you to be a hero every night. Los Angeles asks you to be consistent. Here, Luis Robert Jr. doesn't have to carry the team. He just has to add to it. Lineup protection. Less individual pressure. More focus on execution. That changes everything. Mentally, physically, technically. And anyone who understands how this front office operates knows, the Dodgers believe they can get more out of him than any other franchise. This isn't a blind gamble. This is conviction backed by history. And let me tell you something that won't show up in the official press release. This trade didn't come out of nowhere. It had been building for weeks. The Dodgers monitored the market, talked about Kyle Tucker, checked in on Cody Bellinger, tested prices, tested limits, and when they realized none of those options were a perfect fit, they already had a plan. Luis Robert Jr. was that plan. Younger, more team control, more room to grow. That's cold thinking. That's calculation. That's elite front office work. Now let's talk about the locker room. You think this doesn't shake things up? Of course it does. When a championship team makes a move this big, the message is loud and clear. Nobody's comfortable. Mookie Betts feels it. Freddie Freeman feels it. Shohei Ohtani feels it. Not as a threat, but as fuel. It's basically saying, the window is open, and we're kicking it wide open. And for Luis Robert Jr. himself, this trade can define his career. Here, he'll be held accountable. Here, he'll be dissected. Here, every at-bat matters. But here, he'll also be protected, coached, put in the best possible position to succeed. Los Angeles is ruthless with those who don't deliver, but incredibly generous with those who respond. Now let me really challenge you. Was this trade too bold? Or was it exactly the kind of bold move that separates one-off champions from dynasties? Is it worth betting on Luis Robert Jr.'s upside when the goal is to repeat right now? Is the front office thinking like passionate fans? Or like long-term chess master? Because if this works, the Dodgers lock down the outfield for years. But if it doesn't, the backlash will be brutal. And you know it. Dodgers fans don't sugarcoat. Never have. Never will. Still, I'll admit it. I like it. I like the guts. I like the aggression. I love seeing Los Angeles on fire while the rest of the MLB scrambles to catch up. That's a winning mindset. That's championship hunger. And this season is shaping up to be insane. Now I want to hear from you. Does this trade get you hyped? Or make you nervous? Do you believe Luis Robert Jr. can explode in Dodger blue? Or would you have gone another route? Drop it in the comments. Debate with me. Because around here nobody's neutral. And if you live this team, if you feel every win and every loss, hit subscribe to LA Dodgers News today. Because this isn't just news. This is passion. This is Dodgers, all the way.